great to be back with you.
Yes.
Chatting, learning more about you.
Yes.
I wanted to ask, we talk a lot about good food.
Yeah.
Food is great, food is good. What are some of your favorite cuisines?
Yeah, it's really interesting. I mean, this question comes up a lot when you work with chefs. People ask you, what's your favorite food? And I would say it's all to do with memories. There's so many good cuisines, but I would say it's Lebanese. I really, really enjoyed being in Beirut in Lebanon, and just the food, the freshness, the variety, particularly the breads that pop up and the different dips and the different ingredients. Just so amazing and so rich in culture and flavor. So I'd say Lebanon.
I agree. Delicious food. Let's take it back a bit. Let's go back to childhood. Who are some of the leaders that really inspired you back then?
Yeah, look, it's when I look back, I think of two teachers at school, Miss Ricky and Mrs. Ward. And they were teachers that I think at the time I was a little challenging, got in a bit of trouble, but they looked beyond my behavior and saw my potential and really believed in me. And they showed kind of a lot of interest. And even when I was kind of pushing the boundaries a little bit, they kind of helped to kind of pull me along. And that belief really made me sort of step up, I guess, and really drive that forward. So Miss Ricky and Mrs. Ward were two teachers that I think really fit that profile.
So one of the many campaigns that we run is Hungry for Action, which focuses on a very specific sort of group of stakeholders. So tell us a bit more about that.
Yeah, I mean, Hungry for Action was created to really address and respond to the global food crisis. We're seeing these crises go on. And so it was built on the idea that we needed to look at multi-dimensions. So we needed to look at the immediate, the middle term and long term. So saving lives now, building resilience, and securing the future. It's not a, let's just save lives, and then once we've done that, try and move to the next thing. It's saying that concurrently we need to be addressing the big issues in a more integrated way. And so the campaign was designed to really bring that together, and it has a coalition that's working together around that.
So what are some of the key opportunities that you see in 2024 for coordinated action for the SDGs?
So there's a number of global moments, and I would say if we think about the key annual events, there's UN General Assembly, which is always a key moment for leaders to come together, the COP processes, the various COPs, and I think building on particularly COP 29, which will be in Azerbaijan, really building on what happened in Dubai last year and the connections between climate and food, I see as a key additional opportunity. You've also got a number of processes happening. So the post-Malabo process is happening, which is a process to look at agricultural joint policy across Africa. And so there's an opportunity to strengthen that process and strengthen that coordination and really move that forward. There's also the IDA replenishment, and I think IDA is the International Development Assistance arm of the World Bank. And I think in thinking about the IDA process, it's really key because this creates finance that countries can then focus on the big development agenda and the big development issues. And we hope that that will include food security, nutrition, and many others. And then this year also we have the Scaling Up Nutrition annual gathering, which will be in Rwanda, the African Food Systems Summit. There's a number of other moments that I think are critical for us to gather together, to coordinate and continue to beat the drum on this need for a big global plan, the need for action that saves lives, builds resilience, and secures the future.
Yeah, I think it's super important for people to know that there are so many opportunities out there. It's just about really maximizing them. Now, let's talk about your Food Champion of the Week.
So I think this week I'd like to shout out to two organizations. So I'm not going to have one champion, I'm going to have two. We've been thinking a little bit about and talking a bit about the global food crisis, and two of the organizations on the front lines around the world really delivering, assistance, helping to drive forward change in many of the locations where we're seeing some of the biggest impacts is World Vision International and Save the Children. Both organizations have also been key players in the Hungry for Action campaign, really engaging and supporting, helping to bring the resources, the frontline voices, so people actually seeing the work, really addressing the work, bringing those voices and that diversity forward to really elevate and to really focus that attention on the big issues. So I would say it's a World Vision International, big shout out to, and also Save the Children International as our food champions for the week.
Love it.